Hello there. Thank you so much for joining me for today's workout. Today we're going to be doing 10 minutes of exercise. That's going to be a combination of legs, core, and some push-ups. We're also going to throw in a little bit of mobility work to help you have healthy joints, healthy shoulders, and healthy hips. If you like the workout, please hit subscribe. And if you're interested in private coaching, I'm doing that too. So go to nolanfit.com and you can fill out a contact form, and that's how you can reach me. So let's get started. All right, so we'll begin by standing, first fixing your shirt, and then we'll inhale, raising both hands up over your head, taking a deep breath, and then we're going to exhale and fold over at the waist. Just kind of take a moment to let your head and arms relax, pet a cat if you have one nearby. Then we're going to walk yourself all the way out into a plank position. So if push-ups aren't really your game, we'll lower down knees, flattening your feet, chest and chin all the way onto your belly. And then baby cobra, where you just kind of raise your heart up off the floor a little bit, and then push off your hands and knees all the way back into your child's pose, stretching out your lats and your shoulder. From here, we're going to curl into your toes and come into a downward facing dog. Take a second to kind of stretch out your hamstrings and your calves because it feels good. You can bend one knee, bend the other knee, and when you do that, we can kind of really focus on what's going on in that each individual leg. So as you're warming up, just kind of taking that attention to your body, and then walking your hands towards your feet back into your forward fold, bend at the knees, and we're going to curl one vertebrae at a time all the way up to standing. Inhale, raising both hands up over your head, and then bring your hands down by your sides. Cool. So we're going to do that again, but with a more straight up push-up. So inhale, raising both hands up, exhale to fold. We're going to walk yourself out into that plank position again. This time, if you want to go for the high to low push-up or full chaturanga, keep your elbows tight into your sides and lower slowly all the way down until you're just above the floor. Pulling your heart forwards, come into your upward facing dog, bring your shoulders back together, and then curl over your toes to come into your downward dog. So for the second one, same deal. We're just going to focus on stretching out your hamstrings, pushing your heels to the floor, backs of your knees to the world behind you, and then we'll come all the way down onto your hands and knees. With your knees underneath your hips, hands under your shoulders, we're going to begin with a little bit of cat and cow, spinal flexion and extension. So inhale to look up, and then exhale to look down, scooping your chin towards your belly button. Moving at your own breath here, so you don't really have to follow exactly along with me, but just so long as you can feel each vertebrae sliding from your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. As you exhale, tuck your belly button up towards your spine, and then as you inhale, dropping your belly down to look up towards the sky. And through this, we kind of really get to open up what's going on in between your shoulder blades and all the way down to your butt. So we're going to go for, I think, 5 rounds of this total, and then eventually we'll all come into a nice neutral spine. You're going to raise your right arm out in front of you, left foot back behind you, and then exhale, connect elbow to knee onto your body. We're going to go for 5 of these. When you push your heel away from you, try and push the heel as far back as you can, so you're really squeezing from the bum cheek. As your right hand goes forwards, you're really reaching as far forwards as you can. Once you finish up your set of 5, do the exact same thing on the other side. And as you go through the range of motion, try to keep your core engaged, so you're always gently tucking your belly button in towards your spine. As you finish up your round of 5, you'll eventually come all the way back down onto hands and knees, and somehow, some way, make yourself back up to the world of standing people. I kind of do it like a clumsy trainer. Inhale, raising both hands up over your head. Exhale, glitter fingers of happiness down by your sides. All right. So we're going to grab onto an imaginary box. Ta-da! We're going to take a forward lunge and then twist that box over the leg that's in front of you. So we're going to go for 20 of these total, and this is a forward lunge with trunk rotation. Now, if you watch me in the video, you can see that my shoulder blades are really far back. I'm standing with really good posture as I'm going through the twist. At the same time, I'm also trying really hard to keep my hips immobile. So you're doing this big lunge, twisting over the leg that's in front, breathing even and deep and regular. And I'll let you guys just finish out the set of 20. You can count at your own pace or just follow along, and I'll let you know when you're done. Keep on going strong. If you start feeling a little bit tired, just focus on the simple aspects of the form. Take a big step forward, drop your knee down, and twisting. All right, once you're all done with those, we're gonna, kind of make your way all the way back down to the ground. Okay, so we're gonna go for a set of push-ups here. So again, I'm gonna do the first one on your knees. You're still gonna keep your elbows tight into your sides and push yourself up. And if you wanna go for the full business, you go up on your toes, and same deal. Think about going down slow and then pushing yourself away from the ground with alacrity. All the while you're keeping your core strong and engaged. These are just like normal push-ups. And if you start on your toes, you need to go down to your knees, whatever. If you start on your knees, you want to go up to your toes, go for it. Just give a big exhale as you press and keep going strong. As we wrap up our set of 15, and slowly make our way all the way back up to standing, taking your time to get there, like me. Ta-da. Okay, we're gonna go for a set of baby toss squats, right? So you're squatting down, pick up a baby, toss them up into the sky. Keeping your back really straight, and you're squatting down as if you're gonna sit on a toilet. So my knees aren't really going too far past my toes here, and the arms going up and down is more just to, keep those shoulders open and keep them healthy. Keep breathing as you go through the squats and squeeze at the butt as you come all the way up to standing. So at the top you have that one moment where you're clenching your butt cheeks. If you put a walnut in there, you could probably crack them. As we wrap up those, we're going to slowly make our way all the way back down to the ground. So coming into a downward facing dog, we're going to go for an alternate toe touch. So you're holding that downward dog that we practiced in the beginning of the class, and we're going to touch opposite hand to toe. You can go for 20 of these total. You can count along or just finish when I let you know. But what we're going to focus on here is keeping your shoulders strong so you're not collapsing through the shoulders, and pushing your heels and backs and knees to the world behind you, all the while going through this opposite toe touch. This is a toe touching core exercise with mobility work. Once you're all done with those, you can give yourself a little pat on the back, fix your shirt, because it will undoubtedly slide all the way up into your chin if you allow it to. Okay, we're going to gear up for our next set of push-ups. So if you want to do these on your knees, you can. We're going to raise one arm up and then the other arm up. If you want to do them on your toes, it's the same business, only on your toes. We're going to go for 10 of these total. And the arm that comes up, you're only flying for a moment. And try to keep your body level with the floor. So you're not like really twisting into a side plank. You're just pushing up so strong that your arm can chop up for a second. Super duper. Making our way all the way back up in the world of standing people, we're going to go for a lateral lunge with an overhead reach. So stepping out to the side and then reaching that top arm over your head. So each time you do this, we're stretching out through the lats and your shoulders. And you want to make the step out to the side far enough so that you feel a stretch on your inner thigh, but not so far that you can't get back up. We're going to go for 20 of these total. Count out on your own, or you can finish with me. Once you're all done with those, we can kind of wrap it up, give yourself a little pat on the back because you did a good job. We'll make your way all the way onto your back. Here we're going to press your hands into your thighs for an isometric contraction. So lifting your feet up off the floor, we're pressing your hands into your thighs and your thighs into your hands. So we got force coming in opposite direction. All right, that's phase one. Phase two, as you exhale, let your belly button drop down to your spine. As you inhale, let your belly button rise up towards the sky. You're gonna hold this just for a few more seconds. I want you to keep pushing as strong as you can. If you feel like you can't push any harder, you can. Just push a little bit harder. Let your head relax on the floor and keep breathing. Beautiful work. You're all done. Give a little rock side to side and make your way on up to standing. That's it. You made it. Thank you again so much for joining me for this workout. If you liked it, hit subscribe. If you want to learn more about coaching, go to nolanfit.com and sign up for my newsletter, or you can reach out and contact me. I'm pretty approachable. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.